Artists are bringing history to life with carefully stitched quilts that tell African American history.
The exhibition, And Still We Rise it's called, opens tomorrow at the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center. Angela Ingram is here with how the artists are hoping these story quilts, as they're called, ignite curiosity about the history. Angela.
Well, Rob, there are 85 handcrafted quilts that highlight 400 years of African American history. The artists have traveled to Cincinnati from all over the country, and some have traveled internationally to share their artwork with the public.
This is her creation. The title of the quilt is simply 42.
The story of Jackie Robinson's breakthrough career in baseball is captured on a soft visual medium. The work on these walls took months for skilled women to craft. Each quilt tells a story.
I always say that quilts are like historical documents. They're not just quilts. These are not like the quilts that your grandmother made. They're narrative story quilts, and each one tells a story.
They share the experiences of African Americans in this country, but it's not just about Black history. This is American history. Curator Carolyn Mazloomi says it's a visual way to teach.
Statistics show that Americans' first choice of learning history is not necessarily reading about it. So I thought this very easy to explore history using quilts.
The quilts are displayed chronologically. They start in the year 1619, depict slavery, the civil rights era, blacks in sports and film, all the way up to modern days and the first African American president. The artists all have their own unique style.
And here you have all of the various reasons, things that give you little shots of what this quilt represents. I also have rocks and real wood on the quilt, and that was put on with paint and sand.
Organizers are hoping audiences appreciate these stitches in time and the history they represent.
I've long said, as a quilt scholar, the quilts have jumped off the bed onto the wall, and they're now seen as works of art.
The curator tells me she picked which moments in history she wanted displayed, but left it up to the quilters to decide which topic they wanted to interpret with their artwork. If the quilts were stretched end to end, they would cover an entire football field. Rob, back to you.
Angela, thanks very much. The exhibition runs from tomorrow through March. It will travel to different museums around the country after the show wraps here in Cincinnati.